Hi guys, I'm Ashad from 91 Mobiles and we're pretty excited because we have the jet black variant of the iPhone 7 Plus. So we'll do the unboxing for you guys and I'll sort of, do a first impressions as well. As you can see, the box is completely different from the other variants because it's entirely black. If you want, I can also show you the other box, and that is this one. This is how it looks for the other phones. Well, going back to the jet black iPhone 7 Plus, let me unbox that for you. This time around, you can see that we don't really need a knife to actually cut through. There's a nice little flap that you can just open up. That looks neat, doesn't it? Okay, so I've put that aside and here's the phone. Now what I'll do is I'll open it and show you the contents inside it. There you go. This time around you see that the iPhone is not visible up front. It is the manuals inside a nice little jacket. I'll open that up for you as well. You can see this is the jacket, and inside you get a couple of things, actually a little more than a couple of things. You get this quick start guide, you get the trademark Apple sticker. I'll keep that aside for now. You know what that is. And underneath that, ta-da! Yes, this is the jet black iPhone 7 Plus. We have the 256GB variant, which costs 92 grand in India, so that's a steep price. Of course, you're paying for the phone. I'll keep that aside for now, and I'll open that up later. Now you see that we have the accessories as well. This one is the charging adapter with the USB port. I'll keep that aside. And you have your earpods now with lightning cable. Also on the rear, let me turn it around, and you'll see that you have the dongle, which is the lightning to 3.5 mm port. This time around you see that there is no plastic case, and that sort of is a disappointment, but that's fine. It's still pretty decent. You can still wrap it around and keep it nicely. I'll keep that aside again. And here's the charging cable. I'll show all of them at once for you. You have this, you have all of this. I'll keep this in front for you, if that is visible. And you have the phone apart from the manuals. I've kept the manual aside. So now what we'll do is we'll take a look at the phone. We'll open it up and I'll give you the sweet sound of plastic unwrapping. So the jet black looks absolutely premium, and like everyone says, it's got this really nice grip, which is weird because we were under the impression that the glossy variant of the phone would be more slippery, but it's not. But I can immediately see that there are fingerprints that are forming on the phone. So that's one of the things. So what I'll do is I'm not going to start up this phone. I have the matte black variant of the iPhone, which I've been using for a day now, so that I can give you a first impressions of what I feel. So I'll just pull that out. That's my personal phone. So there you go. So guys, let's take a look at the phone itself. I've kept the jet black variant aside, and this is the matte black variant that I personally own. As you can see that the iPhone 7 Plus has this large 5.5-inch Full HD display up front. Let's talk about the design. What's new is definitely the fact that it doesn't have a headphone jack. It has a lightning port, which also doubles up as your headphone jack, and there are now two speaker grills, one of which is not exactly emanating sound. It's just for design. So apart from that, let me turn around up top, and up top you see that there is nothing at all. On the right edge you have your volume rocker, not a rocker, actually it's two separate buttons, and you have your mute switch, which is a really good addition that's always been there on an iPhone. I turn that around and you can see that there is the power button here as well. The most interesting new addition is also the inclusion of a new home button. This home button is not a physical button anymore. It's similar to the trackpad that is present on the new MacBook Air. which means that there is a separate taptic engine which you can use to actually configure the levels of vibration feedback that you get from this. So basically it's emulating the same sort of feel that you get with the physical button. Everybody seems to be saying that it's a little difficult to get used to, but fortunately for me, I've actually gotten used to it really sooner than I expected it to. I turn it around and you can see the new dual camera lens. Dual cameras on the iPhone 7 Plus as well. So this is very interesting, and you have the flash right next to it. This is the matte black variant, guys. I've been using the phone for a day. It's generally very snappy. My first impressions have been really good of the phone. For example, let me show you something. Even before the app closes, I can shut it down. It doesn't even open it entirely, so that's pretty cool as well. Apart from that, the cameras are pretty good. As you can see that the phone unlocks immediately on Touch ID, and it's really fast. Let me just lock that for you, and you'll see something new. It doesn't have the trademark slide to unlock feature anymore. Also, what's new is the home button. So there are specific settings for home button vibration feedback. I'll just go to that and show it for you. So you can see that there are different levels that we can configure. 3 is actually really heavy on vibration, so I like to keep it at 2, so I've kept it at 2. Apart from that, what's new is this wonderful little thing that Apple has done by integrating third-party apps into Siri. So let me show you a demo of that as well. Hey Siri. Hey Siri. So, can you book an Uber for me? Can you book an Uber for me? As you can see, Siri is taking its time to respond, but it just threw up all the Uber options that I have. So, which is very interesting about the new iOS 10 features. After this, I'll jump to the camera section. The iPhone 7 Plus comes with a dual camera system, which includes 2 sensors, one which has an f/2.8 aperture and the other that has an f/1.8 aperture. The f/2.8 aperture camera actually can go do a close crop, which means that you can now get 2x optical zoom on your phone. So now we are inside the camera app, and what you can see is this really nice new little toggle out here where you can zoom 2x on the camera. There's my colleague sitting and working over there. So now, since I'm running 10.1 software beta on this, we also have this wonderful portrait mode, which can do this really nice background defocus. We have not tested that extensively yet, so we will get that to you in the full review. Apart from that, you have your regular video and slow-mo and time-lapse, everything that is found on the earlier iPhones as well. That's for the camera. So that was my first impression and unboxing of the iPhone 7 Plus. There are a lot of other things that we haven't explored yet. We will definitely do that in a full review. Do tune into 91 Mobiles for that. And also, don't forget to like, subscribe and share this video.